Hey guys, Matt and Eric here. We're going to talk about last night's Lost episode. Everybody loves Hugo, the Hurley episode. And to start things off, let's first say, boom goes the dynamite.
Yeah, Alana, we hardly knew ye. It was a very fun moment because it was so shocking. I do have to say, I kind of felt like it was the writers throwing up their hands and saying, look, we don't have a lot for Alana to do. We're not going to get to her backstory, so sorry, Alana.
I almost thought she might wind up badly burned, kind of parallel to how we first found her or how Jacob found her with all the bandages. But no, she just went kaplowy.
Yeah.
And then on the island, we got to see the island faction. I guess we are considering Team Jacob. They split up into the island extremists, Miles and Richard and Ben, and then Team Hurley, I guess. You'd say he wants to go off and find Locke.
Which led to some cool moments for Jack and Hurley, just seeing more of Jack, the new Jack, if you will, saying that, you know, he realizes he's the guy who wants to fix things. He can't always do that. Jack also had a really funny line when he said maybe she taught us not to handle the dynamite. I like those moments.
And it's interesting because it's like Jack is much more willing to just do things that are dangerous, as we've seen in the past, too.
Yeah.
The Flash Sideways with Hurley, though, he didn't get a full Flash Sideways treatment. It was much more of a continuation of last episode's Desmond episode. But I think everything we knew about his life in this Flash Sideways universe had already been shown to us in other people's stories, like the Premiere and the Substitute. He's lucky, he's rich, people love him, he owns a lot of things. So that was all set up within the first couple of minutes. And then it was really a Hugo and Libby episode.
Yeah, and I mean, the big thing was by the end of the Flash Sideways, Hurley had become another person, and I'd say sort of the first of the core original characters who's still alive, Charlie's not, to accept that there was this other reality and to have memories of it.
Yeah, Hurley's able to remember his island life through a kiss, through love.
Yeah.
Desmond is now going through his list of the passengers on 815, and some he's being a little kinder to with the way he's awakening.
Go kiss the pretty blonde versus...
Yeah, you find love, but then Locke, it's a whole other story. He chooses almost vehicular homicide with that one.
Yeah, that was definitely... another attention-getting moment. There was a big explosion, and then we had, just Locke getting run down, which I didn't see coming. And you have to wonder, why did Desmond do that? We have a couple of very big, different reasons, we think. One of which is, okay, he's trying to jostle his memory in a very direct way, but the other is he tapping into what's going on with the other Desmond on the
wondered
island?
Coming out of last week if his Flash Sideways self would ever be aware of his island self, because we know it's the reverse is true. We know his island self is aware of his Flash Sideways life. But now, it seems like he might have been seeking vengeance for what Locke did to him on the island, throwing him down the well, or at least, in the very least, know that Locke might be dangerous.
Yeah.
So runs him over, and yes, there is an element to that that's a little perverse because he could put him near death, and that could be a way of awakening his island memories. So,
right.
But there are gentler ways of doing that.
Yeah. But overall, this episode had a lot going on. I mean, hell, they even threw in an answer for what the Whispers are, which is a kind of way back mystery on the show. So you just feel that now we're going into this real home stretch, and they're going to start giving you a lot of information.
We want to know what you guys thought, though, so send your feedback to IGNTV@IGN.com.
And check back on Friday for Channel Surfing, the IGN TV podcast, where we'll be discussing some Lost and answering some of those emails he just mentioned.
Thanks.